Hello grade 8. In this video we will talk about the slope of the straight line. Slope of straight line. Unit 2, lesson 2 in algebra, okay? Here in the first, okay? I have straight line AP, okay? The straight line AP, which the coordinates of point A and P, A, x1, y1, and P, its coordinate x2, y2, okay? This distance is called what? A change in x coordinates here equals the change in x coordinates equals x2 minus x1, x2 minus x1. Change in x coordinates equals x2 minus x1, okay? And this distance equals what? Equals a change in y coordinates. Equals a change in y coordinates. Equals y2 minus y1. y2 minus y1. The ratio of the change in the y coordinates to the change in x coordinates is called slope of the straight line. Again, ratio between a change in y coordinates to a change in x coordinates is called slope of the straight line. Slope of the straight line. So the slope of the straight line equals a change in y coordinates to a change in x coordinates, okay? For example, here I have 2 points like the 2 points here. Find the slope of the straight line passing through the 2 points, okay? 4, 3, and 1, 2. Now I need to find the slope between the 2 points here. Let the first point here, 4 and 3 as the first point, x1, y1, okay? So the slope equals a change in y coordinates to change in x coordinates. I mean y2 minus y1 to x2 minus x1. y2 x1. Where is here y2? y2 here y1 y2, okay? 3 minus 2. Okay, the difference between x coordinates 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1, okay. So 3 minus 2 equals 1 and 4 minus 1 equals 3. So the slope equals what? Equals third. But okay, Miss Sarah, if I start with point 1, 2, okay, as x1, y1, okay, I have the same answer because what? The slope equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now I said what? y2 minus y1 if the point 1 and 2 is the first point, okay? So the y2 equals here what? 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 like that. Okay, over what? 1 minus 4 equals negative 1 over negative 3 also equals third, okay? In the two methods here, I have the same answer, okay? The slope equals the same result. So the value of the slope doesn't change, okay? Which point we put the first, okay? Doesn't change which point you put the first. So you can start with 4 and 3, okay? Or with 1 and 2. And take care here, you end with the exact result of the slope, okay? So you can start with this point or this point, and in the end you have the exact same number of the slope, okay? Now I have some cases of the slope. Is the slope greater than 0 or the slope less than 0 or the slope equals 0, okay? In the first here, in this picture, the straight line makes the straight line L here makes with the positive direction of the x-axis makes what? Makes acute angle. This angle acute angle. So the straight line L makes with the positive direction must be positive direction of x-axis an acute angle. So the slope greater than 0. Okay, slope greater than 0. But when the straight line L makes with the positive direction of x-axis an obtuse angle, then the slope less than 0. Okay, the slope less than 0. Okay, acute angle, slope greater than 0. Obtuse angle, slope less than 0. Okay, here, if the straight line parallel to x-axis, the slope equals what? Equals 0. Okay, so the slope of the straight line parallel to x-axis equals 0. But here, the straight line parallel to y-axis, y-axis. Okay, so the slope of the straight line parallel to y-axis is undefined value, okay, and defined value. Now, some exercise. The first one, okay, here. Here, complete, okay, the slope of any horizontal straight line. Slope of any horizontal straight line equals. Horizontal straight line, I mean what? I mean the straight line parallel to x-axis. Okay, the slope of the straight line parallel to x-axis equals 0. Good. So the answer is 0. Here, the slope of any straight line parallel to y-axis is undefined value. Good. And defined. Okay. And defined. Number C, the slope of the straight line passing through the 2 points, okay, 4, -2, -1, -7 equals, okay, so the slope I said what? Equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 equals, okay, I will start here, okay, 4 minus -1, 4 minus -1, okay, over -2 minus -7, okay, so negative and negative positive, 4 plus 1 equals 5, -2 minus -7 equals positive, so -2 plus 7 equals -5. So the slope equals what? Equals -1. Okay, the slope equals -1. Now, if the slope of straight line equals 0.6, the slope of the straight line equals 0.6, and it is passing through the 2 points, -2y and 3, -1. Then y equals what? Equals, I'm sorry. Now, I said the slope equals y2 minus y1 over x2 2 minus x1, okay, equals here, or slope, sorry, the slope here equals 0.6. You can write it in the fraction like 6 over 10. 6 over 10, okay, equals here y2 minus y1, okay. So I will start with this point or this point as you like. Y minus negative 1. Y minus negative 1 over negative 2 negative minus 3. Negative 2 minus 3, okay. You can simplify it as 6 over 10, you can divide by 2 up and down. We get 3 over 5, okay. Simplify with 2 up and down, okay, equals 3 over 5. Equals here y negative negative positive 1, negative 2 negative 3 equals negative 5. Now to find the value of y, I will make scissors, okay. Now 3 times negative 5 equals negative 15, okay, and here 5, okay, sorry, 5 times y, okay, plus 5 times 1 equals 5, okay. Now I will what? I will move the 5 to the opposite sign with the opposite sign. I will move 5 to the opposite side with the opposite sign, okay. So here negative 15 minus 5 equals 5y. Negative 15 minus 5 equals what? Equals negative 20. Equals 5y divided the both sides of the equation here by 5. So we get y equals negative 4, okay? Y equals negative 4. Another exercise here, okay? The straight line which passes through the 2 points, okay? The straight line which passing through the 2 points 2x, 3 and 6, 7 is parallel to what? Here parallel to y-axis. Y-axis is what? Y-axis, sorry. Then x equals what? Now, the straight line parallel to x-axis, its slope equals undefined value. What is the meaning of undefined? Undefined, I mean the denominators equals 0, okay? Because any number divided 0 equals undefined value. So the denominator equals 0. And then the slope equals difference of y coordinate over the difference between x coordinates, okay. Here the slope equals what? The any number divided 0, okay. So the denominator equals 0. So here you can make x2 minus x1 equals 0, okay. x2 equals 2, x minus what? Minus 6 equals 0. This is the equation. Solve this equation. I will move 6 to other side with the opposite sign. We get 2, x equals 6. So x equals 3, okay? X equals 3. Understand? Now, the last exercise. That the points A 1, 3, P 7, 4 and C negative 1, 2 are collinear. Collinear. What is the meaning of collinear? Collinear, I mean the 3 points are on the same straight line. On the same straight line, okay, on the same straight line, the collinear, okay. Now, to prove that the points A, P, and C are collinear, I mean the line segment AP have the same slope of line segment PC, okay, or AC. So I find what? I find here, I have the straight line here, like this, okay, and I have the point A and point P and point C, okay. So I can find the slope of AP, I mean slope of line segment AP equals slope of PC equals slope of AC, okay. You can find any two line segment, the slope of any two line segments here, okay. So the slope of AP equals what? Here equals AP. So 1 minus 3 divided by 3 minus 4. 1 minus 3 equals negative 2. 3 minus 4 equals negative 1. So the slope equals 2. Okay. But here I will find the slope of PC. 4. Here I have wrong. I have a fault. Okay. Attention with me. Okay. The slope equals what? Equals the difference or the change in y coordinates to the change in x coordinates. Take care, okay? So okay. Here, so the difference in x, y coordinates 4 minus 3. 4, okay, or 3 minus 4. 3 minus 4 divided what? 3 minus 4 divided 1 minus 3 equals 3 minus 4 equals negative 1 divided 1 minus 3 equals 1. Here 3 minus 4 negative 1 and 1 minus 3 equals negative 2. So the slope equals half. Okay. Now the slope of PC, okay, equals 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2 divided what? Divided 3 minus negative 1, okay. So equals 4 minus 2 equals 2 divided 3, okay. 3 minus negative 1, okay, equals positive 3. Positive 1 equals 4. I will simplify it. I have half. Now I have the same slope, half, okay. So I can see A, P, and C. The 3 points A, P, and C are collinear. I mean are on the same straight line. I wish have you good idea about this lesson. Thank you for your listening. Goodbye.